Pandas, hammer fucking face. Ah, pandas, baby. 4 point. Nothing, it's 5.0. I was about to say 4.3 pandas. I'm like, oh, that's Dragon Soul. Insert. Yeah, 5.0 pandas. So what do we think about the pandas, huh? Are we liking it? I don't know. Let's ask the hammer. What do we think about it? I don't really like the pandas. They're really furry, and I don't like them because they're really fat, and all the people in America now are like really skinny and stuff. Oh man, pandas being fat. Female pandas are hot, by the way. I'd smash that shit. I'd be like, yeah, girl, you like that shit? Fucking big panda ass. Okay, I'm done with my shenanigans. No, just kidding. But, yeah, so they announced the Mist of Pandaria. The Mist of Pandaria. And so you can make a fucking opera out of that shit. Pandaria. Is it Pandaria or Pandaria? I think it's Pandaria, right? Because, you know, Pandaria sounds like a little weird. But Mist of Pandaria announced 5.0 at BlizzCon. I've been at BlizzCon. Yeah, I know. I just came back from BlizzCon. There's so much to talk about. If you look at my videos from yesterday on my live stream between the hours of 1 p.m. and like 6, I basically spoke for about like 5-6 hours, answered questions to people about BlizzCon and about the pandas and about Blizzard Dota and about all these other things that I'm so excited about. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about first is just BlizzCon in general. This year was a different BlizzCon for me. A lot more people knew who I am in general. They knew more about who I was. Last year, I just kind of like started with the live streaming thing. I didn't really, you know, evolve into kind of like what's happening now. And even now, it's just kind of like started. I'm kind of like in the first, like, you know, 5-6 months of me actually being known by like other people in the community. And it was kind of cool to, like, you know, be waiting in line for BlizzCon, have people like coming up behind you and saying, "Hey, Towelliee, what's going on?" And, you know, obviously I had my Towelliee t-shirt with me. I had my Towelliee t-shirts rocking. Yeah, I was wearing this t-shirt. And people knew who I was because they were able to just tell, "Hey, that's Towelliee. Let me go say what's up to him." Some people were like, "Is that Towelliee? I don't know. He has a t-shirt. But is it really him? What do I do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's me. What's up, man?" And, you know, and, you know, it was really, I was kind of like in a whole other world with people just kind of like, you know, being, you know, like, "Oh, man, Towelliee, what's up, dude?" And I'm just kind of like, wow, people actually know who I am. They see me. They want my autograph. I signed like 5, 6, 7, I don't know, like maybe more than 7 autographs for people. I signed my t-shirts. I was like, holy shit, you know, people actually, you know, maybe they do like what I talk about and what I say on a normal basis. And it's like, you know, I ask people, I'm like, "Oh, so what's up?" You know, you watch my YouTube. They're like, "Yeah, watch your YouTube. I watch your live stream. Towelliee After Dark. You bring the bitches online, fucking talking about twats and pussies and shit. I love it, man. That shit's fucking great." I'm like, "Yeah, man, rock on. You're fucking crazy, but I love you." And, yeah, that was pretty exciting for me. And, the first day, at the Annabella Hotel, there was a party. I met a few fans there. I met a bunch of people from like Machinima. I met a bunch of people from Game Breaker TV. I met Lore for the first time. Gave Lore a hug. Pedo smiled his ass. The second day was the actual first day of BlizzCon. And with the first day of BlizzCon, I know the hammer's amazing, isn't it? It's such an awesome hammer. This is the Doom's hammer, Thrall's Doom's hammer. I purchased it. It's like, so it's like, it's like, this is gonna be. I gotta find something. This is hard, by the way. This is fucking hard ass foam. I'll tell you that right now. So the second day was pretty cool. I got to play Mr. Pandaria, the demos. I got to hang out with friends. I was hanging out with Indie most of the time, and her husband, me, my girlfriend, her sister, my friend Chris, who came over from Jersey. And at night, we went to the Curse Party. Oh man, the Curse Party! They put a big fucking thing on their website. It was like, "Hey everyone, open bar. Stop by the Curse Party and say what's up on the 2nd floor of the Hilton." So we go, and they're like, "Oh, you have to be registered to be here." All of a sudden, we're like, "Wow!" I told the lady, I'm like, "Look at my phone. Read what it says here. This is what you guys posted on MMO Champion, a website that millions of people watch every day, and probably everyone at BlizzCon monitors frequently. You're about to get swarmed by people. If you're only allowed to fit 300 people in your party, get ready to have 5,000, 6,000 people coming up to you today." And that's why we went down to drink at the Hilton bar. We were probably smashed out of our minds, but it was funny to keep watching all the people go up the escalator, then go right back down. And I was like, wow, that's going to suck for them. So then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a young man. Maybe not young, he's kind of old. His name is Greg Street. Ghostcrawler was there. I fucking yelled him over. I'm like, Greg! I ran over to him like, come here, come here. We took a picture with him. And then I talked to Greg for like about 5 minutes. Ghostcrawler right in front of me. I had the perfect opportunity. It was right there. It was like, what'd you say about paladins? Oh, Santa, can I have my hammer? I'll fuck your face back! And every time I asked him about paladin question, he dodged me. He was like, no comment, no comment. But yeah, he would talk about mages and fucking warlocks all night. You know, but I told him, you know, try to go easy on the fucking paladins in 5.0. Give us a legendary shield. And then, the very next day, because I gave him the idea, I was like, you know what do you think about a legendary shield that, you know, casters, once you finish the quest, you could pick the caster version, the healer version, or the tank version. And then the next day, he mentioned at the Q&A, he was like, you know, it'd be nice to see an orange shield. And the guy that yelled in the background, fuck yeah! That was me. That was me. If you heard him, oh, my nose is just, if you heard him at BlizzCon. And, I talked to him for a bit, and then he kind of left. Actually, he didn't leave. I ended up swarming him with people, and other people started talking to him, and I was like, my bad, dude. Sorry if you were going somewhere. And then Mia Rose came from behind me, and Mia Rose, like, just, you know, went, whoop, like that. And she was like, hey, and I met Mia Rose, and Mia Rose asked me, she's like, hey, do you want me to bring Athene downstairs? And Athene came down. I hung out with Athene. I talked to Athene for a bit. And, Athene signed my T-shirt. We talked. He talked about my live stream. I talked about live streaming in general with him. We talked about what's he gonna be doing in PvP? Like, what's up with him and Swifty? Are they doing shit or not? He's like, there's some sort of like broken MMR thing that would prevent them from even trying to hit rank 1. So he says probably the next season. He didn't say anything like he guarantees it, but he said maybe in the next season they'll be doing something with arenas and 3s and trying to hit some sort of rank 1 status. And I met Reese, Tanya was there, met them, was just hanging out, you know, lots of laughs, lots of fucking E-man hugs and shit, but talking to Athene for like, you know, 10 minutes there was pretty cool. It didn't really feel like you were talking to a celebrity much, but you know, of course he's still like as electric as you see him. He was like, Towelliee, the games! And I'm like, whoa, Mia, this guy just has some crack. Like, but once you see him like in person, it's like, wow, this guy just runs off of natural fucking adrenaline that seeps through his fucking body. And honestly, like, it was pretty good meeting him. And then when we went upstairs, Tarfu, one of the Twitch live streamers, came down. And he was like, hey, dude, are you at the Twitch party? And I'm like, there's a Twitch party? Apparently, some Twitch party was just thrown together. Elaine and her minions just threw together a Twitch party. Apparently, I was on the VIP list. I was like, okay. So I go up. I look at my name. Can you see Roberto Garcia? We don't see it, Roberto Garcia. Towelliee? Oh, yeah, Towelliee. And it's like, fucking shit. And then all of a sudden, like, they gave me the little, like, band, the liquor band that lets you get all the free open bar drinks. They gave one to me, and they gave one to my girlfriend. So I went in there. The first person that I saw when I went inside was Pokett from Game Breaker. Hot as hell in person. Hot as hell in person. As soon as I see the camera, she was all dressed up in a nice dress. I think she was there with like her boyfriend or something. Oh man, she looked amazing. I was like, ooh, and I started talking to her, League of Legends talk, live streaming talk, and shit like that. I went to the back VIP area where the drinks were going out. Lula was so great. Lula was like taking care of all the people that I came with because, you know, I was trying to network. And what I loved about, you know, the Twitch party is that for the first time, it kind of felt like, you know, like I was a boss. Like I was a boss. Like I was in there and people knew who I was because of the live stream. People were like, oh my God, that's Towelliee. Like, hey, that's a guy that we hear talking every day on Twitch. You know, yeah, when the StarCraft 2 channels are just totally demolished and no one's saying anything, and then you look at the next channels, there's Towelliee. That's him. That's a Towelliee guy. You know, I was like the Towelliee guy. I was the guy who was always like StarCraft, then Towellee's channel, you know, on Twitch.tv. But there was a bunch of people there. Gunrun was there. Elaine was like this little Asian thing. It was so cute. I wanted to just pinch. And it was pretty cool. Kind of, you know, I mean, usually you don't want to toot your horn, but man, like being the center of attention for once in your life, in that sense, you know, in the gaming community, kind of felt good. You know, I was in there talking to the guys from Vodka. I think Lancel was who I was talking to. Kinesthesia was there from Learn to Raid. Killers broke both his arms. I don't know how that can happen. Apparently he was like, you know, and I was like, okay. Well, I told him, you know, all bullshit aside, drama, I hope he gets better, because having both of your fucking hands broken is like, or arms broken is pretty crucial, especially if you're a WoW player. We'll go over here, like looking at my updates. And I talked to Vodka, you know, me and Vodka, we talked about, you know, a lot of the business side of live streaming, stuff like, you know, what's the difference between the channel with rank 1 players and, you know, US #1 guilds and a small little channel like mine with little me, you know. We talked about that, you know, I gave him some advice. Mufasa was there, drinking, taking pictures. Then Swifty came in. I had met Swifty earlier at the Razer booth shortly, and it was funny because, like, you know, watching Swifty, people were so nervous to talk to them. They were like, oh my god, is that Swifty? Should I say something? I don't know. Should I go say hi to him? I don't know. People wish we do each other. I don't know. What's he gonna think of me? Is he gonna think I'm gay because I'm wearing this shirt? How's my hair? Isn't my email comb over okay? Me, I just fucking brushed through everyone, and I was like, John, what's up? And I was just like, I just fucking, you know, I fucking just, you know, went up to him and just said hi, and, you know, shook his hand, and just, you know, fucking talked to him for a bit. But then he came to the Twitch party, and that's where I actually got to talk to Swifty. You know, I actually got to talk to Swifty, and Athene was there too, but I talked more to Swifty. The cameras were rolling too, like the cameras were rolling, and people were like recording me and Swifty talking to each other. I had my arm around his shoulder, and I'm like, you know, no homo, you know, just talking, trying to talk, have a private conversation with him. And we were talking, and then we started talking in Spanish because he's Puerto Rican and something else. He's Puerto Rican and something else, and I'm Cuban. So we started just talking in Spanish about, like, you know, weight loss tips, and his friend from Florida came with him, and he does a whole bunch of stuff with, you know, with the pool and swimming, and, you know, weight loss that way. And I have a pool, so I was intrigued, and we were just talking in Spanish because we didn't really want other people to know what we were talking about. So people were fucking dumbfounded. They were like, "What are they saying? What's going on? Does anyone know what Swifty and Towelliee are saying? Who the hell's Towelliee? And why is Swifty talking to him? What language is that? Is that Arabian? Do we have a translator in the room?" And people were like just fucking freaking the hell out. Next thing you know, like, you know, me and him we just finished talking up, and then I asked Swifty, I'm like, you know, who can I talk to, you know, in Razer, like, in terms of, like, you know, maybe possibly trying to get something like sponsored in the future. And he was like, you know, he just like, it's like he just snaps his fingers, and he was like, hey, over here, and he brought the guy over that he talks to, and I talked to him, and you know, briefly, and, you know, he knows about my channel and everything, so he gave me his business card. He says contact me after the event, like, you know, maybe like a couple days after the event is over and everything dies down. So it was pretty cool that Swifty like introduced me to the guy who handles like the sponsorships for Razer, you know. So Swifty, thank you. Don't just pound. So, you know, thanks. And I met Lore from Gamebreaker TV. I met Mike B. Me and Mike B were talking about how OP Pandarian monks are going to be with their fucking double barrel roll in arenas. Fucking double barrel roll fucking rogues and shit. I met Lore, touched his hair. We did the greatest pedo smile. It was amazing. Gary Gannon, talked to him. Asked him what kind of mic he uses. I was so drunk that I fucking forgot what he said. Some sort of like synthesizer, some shit. I don't fucking know. It was like a synthesizer 559 something. Fuck, I don't know. And it was pretty cool talking to the guys from Gamebreaker TV because I watched them. You know, I watched Legendary, and I watched even the fucking Star Wars little series they have now with the two guys that don't know that much about Star Wars. But I still like it because Gary's awesome. And I met Mike B. Mike B was cool. I met Lore. Lore's wife was there. I met her. It was just an awesome night. Like, that night was just like me kind of just like networking, going around, talking to people, mingling. And the whole night, I was totally belligerently drunk. But for some reason, with me, when it comes to drinking, I don't drink and act retarded. I kind of drink and act normal. But I know that I'm drunk by the way that I walk. I'm kind of like, you know, tilting a little bit as I'm walking forward. But then when I stop to talk to someone, my brain just kind of enters like Will Ferrell mode in Old School when he was trying to combat the other guy in the debate, and his mind kind of like blacks out and just starts talking like all professionally and shit. That's how I was that night. But I was keeping it real with everyone. I was like, yeah, I've had a few drinks, so whatever I say, just don't hold it against me. But I didn't say anything stupid. And, you know, it was good. It was fun hanging out with Lore. It was fun hanging out with Swifty and Athene, and, you know, saying hi to Pokett, the guys from Vodka that were there. Kinesthesia was pretty cool to talk to because I always wanted to meet him. And, yeah. That, I mean, that in terms of BlizzCon, yeah. Then the second day, I woke up from such a wicked hangover, I missed the live raid. I heard Blood Legion demolish the vodka in the live raid. Like, vodka almost wiped on Bill Rock and then wiped on Heroic Rag, and Blood Legion kind of just dominated. So they won that. And that all felt kind of, and then the second day kind of felt just like really slow. I didn't attend the Foo Fighters concert. That gave me more time to go out and, like, you know, I started playing fucking Blizzard Dota, and Blizzard Dota was like fucking amazing. Blizzard Dota was like amazing. It was like League of Legends. Well, technically League of Legends was based off of Dota, right? So it's kind of like, you know, I'm just playing Dota. But I've never played Dota, so I only know League of Legends, so I compare it to League of Legends. I was playing Thrall, and I was just like walking around with my Doomshammer being like a support class. Like Lula was playing Kerrigan, and I was just like, heal, Bloodlust, and it was just like Loktar Ogar, and it was like, fuck yeah, and I was just like fucking throwing hammers at people, fucking putting my hammer up in the air, fucking chain lightning and shit. And it was just like playing League of Legends, and it was awesome. I can't wait for Blizzard Dota. I can't wait. I'm gonna actually try to fucking play that game on a professional level because I like it so much. I played Diablo 3. I liked it. Diablo 3 was awesome. The graphics were amazing. And, you know, one of my first videos for TGN that I'm gonna do for the Mr. Pandaria show, I'm gonna do a show for Mr. Pandaria. And, I'm gonna be doing, I'm going to be giving away all, like, the Diablo swag, like the Tyrael statue, the Authenticator, the pet for WoW, all that shit. I'm going to be giving all that shit away because I just don't like Diablo in that manner. I was hoping there would be more WoW swag. I got the Thrall, like, Mega Blocks toy thing. That was pretty cool. Other than that, I wasn't really too excited about anything else. And I just ate a lot of pretzels and cheese, a lot of soda, drank. I must have spent at least over $300 this weekend on fucking liquor at BlizzCon, not to mention what I spent outside of it. By the way, sneaking in Foster's beer from the Annabella Hotel into the gift shop, Foster's beer into the Annabella Hotel, sneaking. Pro, that's how you get drunk real quick. The Annabella Hotel had like a fucking hour-and-a-half wait. It was like ridiculous just to get a drink. But, yeah, the last day of BlizzCon, I used the time that the Foo Fighters were playing to actually go out and, like, you know, try out all the demos. I played Dota a few times, played Diablo a few times, played Mr. Pandaria a ton of times because there was nobody that wanted to play Mr. Pandaria. Like there was no line for Mr. Pandaria at all. People were just there to play Dota, Blizzard, StarCraft 2. Mr. Pandaria, no one was fucking playing that shit. If Blizzard wanted any type of like data analysis taken from people playing, there probably wasn't enough people that played the game. I don't know what that means about Mr. Pandaria in general, but that'll be that's something that we'll have to see. So, I mean, let's talk about Mr. Pandaria, shall we? Let's talk about all that stuff, and we'll talk about it in the next little brief video log. For now, I just want to let you guys know, you know, how BlizzCon was in general. I do have pictures. I have tons of pictures of my fat ass, fucking, you know, my bloated, fucking hungover beer face, you know, walking around like a drunk fat Cuban. But Indie has all of my pictures. Indie has like all of my photos. So she's the one that has all that shit, and yeah, that's gonna be pretty rough. So hopefully, once she's back from vacation, she's in Vegas right now with her husband. Once she's back, maybe she can actually, you know, hook me up with all those pictures and videos. She has videos of me and Swifty, me and Athene, me and everyone else that I met that night. So hopefully everything will be okay with that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. We'll talk about Mr. Pandaria. We'll talk about the pet battle changes, the talent system, and all that stuff. Sometimes I don't like dragging the video too long. If you guys were at BlizzCon and you saw me, give me a shout out here. I'll give you guys a shout out. All the people I met at BlizzCon, man. I met like over 50 fans, maybe more. And to me, that may not be like Swifty Athene status, but for someone who's just started on YouTube, just started live streaming and has gotten up to a pretty good start, I like it. Hopefully next BlizzCon, I can maybe have my own little area, meet people, be like, hey, I'll sign some autographs and say hi to you guys. Double chest pound. See you guys at the next video log, probably in about like an hour or so. The hammer will always prevail.